Hey guys. Well, Polina mentioned that you should avoid compliance, but don't avoid compliance, please. It's fine. It works perfectly for your business. Well, you might have thought that IML and compliance procedures are boring, but I will prove to you that it's not like that. It's very interesting and exciting industry with a lot of interesting things inside. Well, the topic is called how to avoid crypto laundering or to hack IML. It's hack seasons, right? So we're all assuming that we're all hackers. Let's explore how to hack IML. Well, in terms of myself and my team, I'm not an IML officer. I would better call myself as a IML hacker. So I know how to hack IML and how to make compliance work for your company and for you. I'm very proud of our team of BitOK, which is 40 people right now, spread it all over the world, doing their job to make businesses compliant, to stay compliant. So there are four major challenges when it comes to IML procedures in any crypto company. So the first one is that there's a little bit mess between crypto and fiat. So when it comes to on-ramp, off-ramp, you are facing IML issues all the time because regulators are struggling to know more about where money came from, and it all calls compliance in a general meeting. Well, secondly, it's hard to determine right KYT methodology. I'll tell you more about KYT, but you should pay attention to that because it's complicated. IML officers poor qualification means that you won't find a lot of education programs, certifications for such type of employee, and many people went from classic bankings where IML works either way. So they need to change their mind to work with crypto, and it's also challenging. Fourth is the lack of rules and regulation in crypto. You all know this perfectly because crypto, let's say, is a young industry. 10 years, it's nothing. So there's not much. There's no much rules regarding that. So I'm going to give you just 3 simple steps to handle IML in your company, but later on we will get deeper. So step 1, determine yourself. Ask a question, who you are in crypto space. There is a word VASP, Virtual Asset Service Providers, given by European authorities back in 2017, and that means any crypto company, so any businesses which is related to crypto. So you must ask yourself where your company is based, what is substance. There are more than 100,000 VASPs in the world, and 75% of them are under any rules in any of countries. So only 25% of VASPs are not under any regulations. That's interesting because even 6 to 7 years ago, the amount was quite different. I would say that it was completely another story. And ask yourself, is this region regulated or not for you? Because if not, you can stay like in the green zone for some time and work like classic decentralized product. But if yes, pay attention to compliance. Step 2, there is some paperwork, and you can choose between ChatGPT or lawyer. This is how you want. Absolutely, you should pay your attention to it because without IML policy, without internal document, without GDPR and stuff, and some filings, in case if you need some licensing, it's nothing. So you need to pay attention to paperwork. I hate paperwork and red tape. For me, it's disaster. But all the time, I spend time for it in my company because it's also challenging. Step 3, select software providers, because if you will be doing this by your hand manually, you will stuck. So all you need, like general assemble of software providers, is KYT, know your transaction software, KYC, know your customer, so biometrics, passports, face recognition and stuff. And thirdly, but not in many cases, travel rule provider. I will explain you what travel rule is later on. So let's get deeper because those 3 steps are only for the beginner. for the beginners. So it's just the first your first recognition of IML procedure. But if you are serious entrepreneur and if you want to stay 100% compliance in many countries and many regulations, you need to get deeper. So I mentioned at least 5 times the word KYT. So KY what? What is T? T means transactions. And we at BitOK, we provide live transaction monitoring for everything which is depositing or withdrawing or maybe just transaction inside your business, inside your platform, depending what VASP you are. Exchanges, like payment processing companies, custodial wallets, even banks or investment platforms, they all are using KYT. With KYT, you can reduce your IML risks because if the bad guy is trying to depositing funds into your platform, KYT will handle it automatically. So you can ban this user and his funds and tell him, sorry guy, you need to provide us some documents and some evidence that you are legit and everything is fine. Well, pay attention to methodology because different KYT providers can be different from each other. There is a difference by the pricing, by the methodology, by some internal procedures. So I suggest you to use at least 2 or 3 KYT providers. BitOK for sure could be in the list. Well, I was promising to tell you about travel rule. So travel rule is kind of complicated procedure, which is very, very important in US, for example, where one party, let's say one exchange, should provide to another exchange when depositing funds, when transferring funds, the information regarding the name of the client, his address, the amount of money or crypto he's trying to transfer. And I'll tell you that we should say goodbye to decentralization and rest in peace anonymity, because with travel rule, there is no decentralization, all right? But if you are centralized exchanges and operating in European Union under MiCA, you know MiCA, or maybe you've heard about it, or you are operating under US law, you can do anything without travel rule, unfortunately. Graphs are also important stuff for money investigation. We are receiving at least 10 to 15 inquiries for investigations when money were stolen, for example, with $50 million expected volume in a week, and that's huge. So we've built the solution to track money from the originator to the initial to the final party, and with that solution you can trace money where they came from and where they go. And I tell you what, we hacked hack seasons. You hear that? We hacked that. So what we've done, we took some of the addresses. Sorry guys, it's legit. It's all right. We took one of the address and analyzed where recently, within a week, money came from and the withdrawn wallet. So you may see the picture. It's all open. So you may use some blockchain explorers for that. But why BitOK is different? Because it shows you exactly where it came from and where it go. I mean, the entities themselves. So there is also Circle token contract to prove that it was made through USDC, I believe. But the initial wallet is in Ethereum, which shows us the volume, the outflow, depositing, etc., etc., etc. So very useful stuff. Well, there are many steps to make your AML KYT procedures proper. Trust me, I can do slides. It's not my best slide at all. This is just to show you that it doesn't look easy. Well, there's a checklist for you, and I can send it you over. You can come after me and tell after my keynote, or I can send you that through the KR. I will show you later on. So these are just simple simple steps from our experience, because for now we are handling compliance and IML KYT in more than 200 companies and 10,000 private persons in a month, which is quite good for us. And I suggest you and your compliance officer, if in case you already have the responsible person, I mean, MLRO, compliance officer, IML officer, these are like similar guys. I suggest you to continuously improve your knowledges in this industry, because all the day and like weekly, there are new rules, new proceeding, new experience related to this industry, because it's very dynamic. You see hack seasons, you see token. There is a lot of stuff on the market, so you need to be well prepared for that. It's very, very important. So we've made the certification for IML officers to teach them how to do things right. Well, that's our amazing story regarding Tether, who somehow, I don't know how, allowed offenders to retain 50 million in different stable coins with the help of some Tether lags. So if you're interested in investigations, that also might be interesting for you. Well, I think that's it for the moment. If you have questions, I'm here for at least 1 hour. So let's talk. Thank you.